Did you know that St. Luke's University Health Network has been recognized by the U.S. government as the highest performing health system in the United States for quality? You heard right. St. Luke's #1 recognition affirms our status as the top leader among the most respected healthcare providers in the nation, including Houston Methodist and the Mayo Clinic. To state it simply, if you want to receive the best care when you go to a hospital, come to St. Luke's.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
There is a lesson. There's a lesson for every American city and state this morning. Do not follow New York City's lead and elect a socialist. He will or she will stab you in the back. New York's socialist mayor is declaring war on the city's middle class, insisting that Governor Hochul's refusal to raise personal taxes on the rich and boost corporate taxes leaves him, quote, no choice except to hike city property taxes nearly 10%. What happened to free? And now he wants to tax homeowners. This guy is a disaster. Now, not only is it taxing homeowners that he wants to do if he gets his way, it will lead to higher rents for New Yorkers. Housing industry officials are warning. After 45 days in office, Mamdani says he'll be forced to raid the rainy day fund, the retiree health benefits reserve, and increase property taxes. Cities around the country, wherever you're listening to us from, do not follow New York's lead and elect a socialist.
There are two paths to bridge this gap. The first is the most sustainable and the fairest path. This is the path of ending the drain on our city and raising taxes on the richest New Yorkers and the most profitable corporations. The onus for resolving this crisis should not be placed on the backs of working and middle-class New Yorkers. And if we do not go down the first path, the city will be forced down a second, more harmful path. Faced with no other choice, the city would have to exercise the only revenue lever fully within our own control. We would have to raise property taxes. We would also be forced to raid our reserves. To balance the budget as required by law, our preliminary budget takes the only path within our control, the second path. The options of the second path are the options of last resort.
Do you still think he's Nelson Mandela? Do you still think he's so cute? The socialist mayor that doesn't like police, that's anti-Semitic? Mamdani! That's what we're talking about. Cities across the country, wherever you're listening to us from right now, do not follow New York City's lead. London, England tried to warn New York City about a socialist, about Mamdani, but we were so caught up in the idea of a young mayor who's 34 years old with no executive experience. And boy, is it showing now. Well, at least he's doing one thing correct here. Mamdani is bringing back the homeless encampment sweeps, doing the exact opposite of his campaign promise. The guy stands for nothing. This is according to the New York Post. So we know now close to 20 New Yorkers in the cold weather literally died out on the street. Literally. And Mamdani said during the campaign, oh, it's inhumane to pick up their encampments. So now he's bringing back the sweeps, reversing course on yet another campaign promise, following backlash for not getting people off the streets during the deadly cold snap. Again, this is according to the New York Post, and we see your calls coming in. We'll begin with them momentarily. Now, the mayor is expected to restart the practice, to begin the practice again soon, used by each of his predecessors and ramped up during the Adams administration as soon as today. And according to the Post, the city's Department of Homeland Services will be handling this, taking lead on issuing notices to people living on the street. If that's not enough bad news in terms of a socialist mayor, New York City is losing jobs to Texas. And Mamdani's tax push will make the problem worse. If that's not enough, in his budget, Mamdani, migrant spending. Remember, before this migrant mess, New York City had a surplus. Migrant spending has topped a whopping $10 billion with a B, and Mamdani wants another $1.2 billion in the budget for migrants, for illegals.